One of two things is true. At one point in your life, your parents put you down and never pick you up again. Or your parents never picked you up at all. My situation was the former. My parents are perfectly normal. I still live with them. My sister moved out, so it's just me and them now. And of course the dog. I like the dog. It reminds me on a daily basis that I'm above it. Mentally, physically, emotionally. I wish it was a human though. I'm a 10. The dog is a 2. It also feels good to beat an elementary school brat at chess, but it's not hard. It's not as rewarding. We live in a normal house, in a normal neighbourhood. Normal. "Han!" my mum yells. "Food!" She's a good cook, but she's a vegetarian. So is Dad. I like chewing on flesh. The dog gets to eat meat. I considered the idea of cannibalism. Try out the styles of famous film killers. Pull a Hannibal on someone. I do really like the idea of eating someone's deep-fried finger right in front of them. But I heard that there's chemicals in human meat that will make you go mad. Also, I don't know how to test blood for diseases, and I'd hate to give someone that last laugh by succumbing to their deadly illness. "We're having falafel for dinner," my mum explains as I turn the corner. "Can you get your father from the den?" She was willing to yell for me. Why isn't she willing to yell for him? I realise at the doorway, she probably yelled several times. He has his expensive earphones on. He's playing a horror video game and live streaming it. Fortunately, he's facing away from me. 10 versus 2. I have every advantage to slowly sneak up on him. He's so focused on his game. I can see the chat has identified me in the background, a shadow slowly inching forward. I grab his shoulders. "Food!" He screams. I smile. He grabs his chest, playfully like he's having a heart attack. There's a brief moment where I feel guilty. Not for scaring him. No, he loved that part. The part I feel guilty about is that he's a wonderful father, and if he had a normal child instead of me, that child would have meshed better with him. He laughs and does a sign-off for his 6 viewers like he's an old-school radio DJ. His den is covered in horror memorabilia. I enjoy the imagery, but I never could get into the movies he likes. Most horror villains are just unrealistic. It gives me a kind of sad, lonely feeling to look at his posters. Jason Voorhees is like an angel killing off the evil kids. He's not like me at all. He's an embodiment of punishment. Ugh, it's juvenile. I doubt he even enjoys killing people. I bet he feels like he has to. Freddy was very creative. I like that in him. But still, he was just going after weak targets. It reflected weak on him. However, my favourite is John Kramer. You'd know him as Jigsaw. I didn't realise it until after I'd taken a life why I really liked him. He likes to watch. He likes to set up situations to get people to kill themselves. "I've never killed anyone," was a line he used to toy with the police. He loved playing games because anytime he did, he won. He also claims he has a moral compass, that he's offering people something. That's a hard lie. I don't know if he believes the lie or not, but it's a lie. He's like me. He only really cares about one thing, and that's feeling superior. This is why I'm good at just about anything I do, because what drives me also scares me. I'm terrified of the thought of being inferior. Anytime someone bests me at something, I need to change that. I know that about me. I need to find some way to best them. I join my parents at the table. My father rants about politics. I couldn't care less. That is, until he mentioned the district attorney. He explains about some show he watched that said a DA can be the most powerful person in a region. They get to be the shadow of the law and wield it however they see fit, with little oversight. If you haven't figured it out, my mouth started watering. We live in a small county, and I've been feeling banal in my targets. I haven't done many, but I'm already feeling like they're becoming redundant. A district attorney, though, that would take some serious work. The most powerful person within a 3-hour driving radius. Do you know anything about our DA? I ask. Huh? Dad looks at me, confused. Oh, no, I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. I can feel that tingle. I think normal people would feel it when they have a crush on someone. I catch myself biting my lower lip. I can picture it now. She's surrounded by guards at the office and lives in a gated community at home. All the signs of safety. But it's all easily averted. Maybe I can catch her at the gym. I assume she works out. Movies always show the big bad business boss working out in their spare time. That's what she is, isn't she? My big bad business person. She'll be so strict and proper. I'll get to break her piece by piece. I bet she's never felt pain before. I realise what I've been thinking has all just been a fantasy. Like one date and suddenly I think we're getting married. She could be boring and just a dumb paper pusher. I shudder at the thought that she's so bored of herself that she's basically ready to off herself before I even get there. More than likely, she's somewhere in between. In fact, I picture her as a woman, but she might be a boy. I try to relax, but the ideas and fantasies are exhilarating. It's amazing how much Dad lifted my mood. Maybe parents don't ever stop picking you up.